Next, I have Dr. Mara Lee Grayson. She is part of the General Education Committee. She is currently working on pre-assessment evaluation of general education, GEs, curriculum, and encouraging university members to look at GE courses in a holistic way. One of the tips that she gave was there are opportunities to work on things that are outside of your department and field. And she shared this with me because I told her that one of the things that I've been conflicted with recently is pursuing pursuing a PhD in psychology or pursuing a PhD in educational policy or educational leadership because I really like both. However, I see myself teaching more of psychology and research, but she did tell me that there are many ways that I can be involved in educational policy, whether it be committees or academic senate, or different services that are not in the psychology department. So that was actually really relieving and good to learn that I would still be able to do both as well. And something else that she shared with me was she said, think about the conversations you want to be having and figure out where people are having these conversations. Ask yourself, what do I want to talk about all the time? What are issues I care about? So it's definitely important for you to look at the different institutions and what their philosophies are. If equity or social justice are really important to you, making sure that those institutions also are having the same conversations. Although it is important to also bring different things into spaces where those conversations aren't happening. But those are definitely things that I recommend. And she also suggested to take into consideration because you want to be in a good space too. And lastly, Dr. Alfonso Valdez. Dr. Valdez was also one of my favorite professors at UC Irvine. He had a very compassionate and holistic way of teaching. I actually didn't, I took his courses for fun. So I took classes like prison gangs, understanding violence that were outside of psychology that were not in my major, but they were really interesting. And I really liked the way that he taught. So I met with him, and a major advice that he gave to future professors and to myself is to learn about different ways that people learn. And this can be in the classroom or in general. And he provides this knowledge, these lessons to students by providing presentation and facilitation opportunities for his students in order to develop professional and teaching skills, provide students with holistic support. And then he also said, you teach the way you want to be taught. So definitely, just like he has given opportunities to present in class, taking all of these presentation requirements as opportunities to learn how to teach, to practice teaching, to not use filler words like myself, and how to best have students engaged in the knowledge that you are sharing, and just not just teaching, but also the approach that you can take as a professor. Like I mentioned, Dr. Valdez has a very holistic way of teaching, a very compassionate. He is very clear that he cares about his students, their success, but also their wellness, their health. He also has a background in psychology. So definitely taking a lot of those things into consideration and taking a lot of opportunities to present. I have also taken opportunities to teach my colleagues how to um, do certain research, how to use certain softwares in my classes, in my work, to teach others what I'm good at or to practice being better at something. And also, again, learning from those that are already in those positions that have already gone through these steps, this process. I met with faculty whose parents were teachers, whose parents were professors, and have a better idea of what being a professor is or isn't. But then I also met with faculty that are first generation, like Dean Cosino and Dr. Valdez, who had no idea what this journey looked like. So definitely big on taking advantage of opportunities, meeting with faculty, asking as many questions as you can. You cannot completely prepare for this profession, but there are many steps you can take to be better prepared, to have a better idea, and to be less stressed. So, best of luck in this process, and I hope that you can take one thing from the presentation, have more ease as to what this route will look like for you. And if you are able to, please answer the questions below or interact with this video to know that I have shared some knowledge that can help you or just interact in general. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.